Good morning. Welcome to Just for Today, a time of eclectic readings, sharing of perspectives, meditation, and prayer. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader of the newly joined Centers for Spiritual Living of Columbia and Greater Baltimore. Today is May 16th. And what called to me this morning was the 12 steps for everyone who wants them. Um, Truly a delightful little book that bridges the 12 steps across all special interests to a common interest that makes them accessible to everyone. And what I opened it up to was page 159 in the summary. We know that the more we learn to trust our higher power, the more spiritual progress we will make, but we cannot rush the process. It seems that the more we rush and push, the slower progress we make. Spiritual progress is not a matter of determined will. It is a matter of letting go, letting be, accepting what is, and letting our higher power guide our decisions. Seeking our higher power's help on a constant, ongoing basis. The part that really lights up for me, the part that animates in me, is this part where but we cannot rush the process. It seems that the more we rush and push, the slower progress we make. And when I look at that through the lens of science of mind and am what's the word I want? Unconditionally honest with myself. What I recognize in that statement is that if I'm pushing, if I'm rushing, that is likely coming from some sense of urgency fueled by fear. Um, that I have to hurry up and get somewhere, which is fueled by a lie that I'm not already in the place I'm supposed to be. Um, and again, for me, it goes back to this reality that the core of addiction has nothing to do with substances and everything to do with an unwillingness to feel my feelings. And I think we do ourselves a huge disservice when we label any feeling good or bad, right or wrong, because that conditions us to not want to feel certain things. It conditions us to believe that there are feelings that we can have that we're not supposed to have, that fundamentally make us wrong or bad, that we even have them. And so, yeah, that will create a sense of hurry up and get right. What if, as it says in the reading, what if it is a matter of letting go, letting be, accepting what is? What if that's the key to the whole spiritual journey? Is simply being present, non judgmentally. We talk a lot about being non judgmental in New Thought, and yet we judge so much of our New Thought journey. Um, and that doesn't make us bad or wrong, it makes us living on planet Earth. It makes us incredibly conditioned by generational thought, that reward punishment paradigm that all of humanity is conditioned by, that sense of separation that says we're not something and we have to become that. What if? What if it was as simple as letting go and being present with what is from a place of absolute acceptance and then celebration? Can you just for a glimpse, just for a moment, imagine celebrating sadness, celebrating anger, celebrating grief as a normal experience in the moment? I think when we do that, it disempowers bad behavior that typically follows. Um, or we take the word bad out. It prevents us from acting in ways that we wish we had not, and empowers us to act in ways that are spiritually in alignment with the truth of our being. That there is no right or wrong in what we feel. They're just feelings. And when we allow them to happen, we'll feel them, move right through them, and move on. And it opens us up to actually learn from them, to just be present, accepting of what is, and celebrating that we have the capacity to be aware and present. I invite you to play with that and see how it shifts your experience of yourself, others, and the world around you. So that's what's alive in me this morning. What's alive in you? And any comments, questions, any perspective you would like to share? And I know some of you, after you view this, you send me messages privately. That is 100% okay to do. Not everybody wants to make their comments public. I get it. And so know that that is available to you. You can email me at revrafe@columbiacsl.com. You can message me on Facebook if you have access to that. Um, yeah, just know that I'm here for you. Okay. So I'm going to read this one more time and take us into our time of meditation. We know that the more we learn to trust our higher power, the more spiritual progress we will make. But we cannot rush the process. It seems that the more we rush and push, the slower progress we make. Spiritual progress is not a matter of determined will. It is a matter of letting go, letting be, accepting what is, and letting our higher power guide our decisions, seeking our higher power's help on a constant, ongoing basis. Oops. So in this moment, I recognize, I know again that there is one power, one presence, one omnipotence, one omniscience, one omnipresence, one substance that is the source of all creation, that is creation, that is all form, that is everything seen and unseen. It is self existent, meaning it was created out of nothing. It simply has always existed. It is that which creates, not that which was created. Known by many, many names. This morning, I sense it. I feel it. I am experiencing it as love. I am that love. All of creation is that love. All of the seen and unseen is that love. There is one love. And all is that. And so I claim and affirm that love is my experience today and every day. That everything unlike love comes into my awareness, providing me the opportunity to move more in alignment with the love that I am, to move more into alignment with the authentic self that is love itself. And that as I more perfectly align my thoughts, my awareness, my human use of consciousness with love, that love guides my behavior, that love guides my interactions, that love guides my relationships, that love guides by expressing as me in every situation. I claim and affirm that in the activity of love, there is no hate. There is no thing to overcome, and only more love to be. So I meet every moment of this day from an awareness, from the consciousness of love itself, as the consciousness of love itself, to be more love, to energize every space I'm in, every task I undertake, every breath I breathe. Love in action. Nothing to hurry, nothing to rush. I surrender to being the authentic love that I am. Releasing any need to control the outcome. I am grateful. I'm grateful for the law, spiritual law, that simply receives its own word spoken into the actor of creation and makes it so. That holy responder that simply does creation and does so immediately. And so I know that It's already done. I know that this day is already the activity of love, that every breath is the activity of love, and I celebrate that divine yes. And so I let go of any need to push or rush or make anything happen. And instead, I step into the being of love. I step into a release of this word and the activity of being this word made manifest in flesh. I let go. And I allow my higher power, my love, my life to guide every decision, every thought, every choice today. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amin. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.